Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. A rare event, but hopefully a good one. I am the Silver-Quill, welcoming you to a working Wednesday as we talk all things Smolderific. And I could already see in the chat some folks were wondering at this turn of events, at this strange day in which I chose to stream. There are many reasons. So, August looms, and it is, it's going to be an adventure, a good one, but preparation is in play. So, Michael Bullington rightfully pointed out that I'll be attending a wedding the weekend before Everfree Northwest. I will then travel to Washington for Everfree Northwest, but that's down the road. This weekend, I will be up in northern Colorado for 3 days of NASCAR races, where I will help stream for low-budget TV. So I can't do a Fulfillment Friday, and Thursday is spoken for, thus a working Wednesday. And while I said a quick hello to Michael Bullington, I want to say hello to everybody, like Cherry Flabelli Official and Adam Leisman, Preston Cox and Renamon 565. Adam Leisman, and as we say, Michael Bullington, hello. Although YouTube has shortened your screen name. I do not know if you prefer to go by this new title. And Cosmera Inspira is here. Thomas Zoe 3000. Luna Brony. Eggman. And let's see. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Creel, yes, it's beta. Man, I don't know if I got that right. And hello, Lee Sharon. And welcome back, Trinary. Good to see you. Which NASCAR level, Michael Bullington? Fair question. This is the Colorado National Speedway, which will feature Legends stock, modified pros, 3 days of Bandoleros. So I don't know the proper level. I'm not that familiar with NASCAR to tell you. Also, over on Twitch, a fine hello to Crossing Into Gaming. A good Wednesday to you, and to Blue Griffin Azora. Actually, wait, it's not Aozora. I always mispronounce that. I apologize. Quizzer 751. I don't know about NASCAR's legitimacy. I just know that people enjoy it. There are people at the track. They celebrate, and, well, I definitely believe leadership should be held accountable. I don't know if I could say, okay, nobody enjoy this, ever. So it's Blue Griffin Aozora. So, yes, Smolder. Trinary had an idea for a panel at Everfree Northwest, a study of Smolder, which we call Scales and Silk. If I'm saying that right, it's not right in front of me. And so we need some, footage of Smolder, just a general exploration of episodes. Now then, so here I am going over to, it looks like and where's my PNG tuber? It's always when I try something out of the ordinary, I lose my rhythm. PNG tuber, appear before me. Ta-da! And ta-da! But what's going on with the screen recording? Let's restart the capture. There we are. Much better. Silks and Scales. Scales and Silks are one of the others, says Trinary. Yeah. Alrighty. So, here we are, just going through all the various files and whatnot. Don't worry, I'll have something to work on while the grand conversion is taking place. But first things first. We need some footage. So, actually, now that I think about it, let's go to Smolder's page on this. Development, depictions, appearances. Thank you very much. They go by the number system. Okay. See, My Adventures with Superman? No, not quite. Miraculous? Not. No. There you are, My Little Pony. Mixed in. See, I did all of my pony episode numberings by the number of airing, whereas the wiki just starts by season 8, 1 through 26, season 9, 1 through 26. Bit of a bother, that. All right, so yes, yes, no, 5, 1, 2. Well, I guess I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somehow she's in Granny's Gone Wild for just a moment. That's crazy. 5, 6, 7, horseplay. Oh, yep. 8, 9, non-compete clause. 10, 11, the Moltdown. Seen in 12. Not seen in 13, the Mean 6. But, oh yes, she is definitely present for all that. Not Yakety Sax, surprisingly. Background character in episode 20, which should be the washouts. All right, so that's... Where's my conversion program? There you are. Renamon wonders which pony creature, non-pony creature, had the least screen time in Fetchmas Magic, not including the comics, just the show and movie. I will say, offhand, I would think the Buffaloes, as they pretty much disappeared after season 2 with a brief resurgence in season, what was it, season 4. Oh boy, this always takes a hot minute. Hello, Rugrats Forever. I'm doing well, but just trying to juggle a lot of things at once. Oh, fine, install it now. You take forever, you silly old thing. I swear, Wondershare's converter always has an update. Like, it doesn't matter if you updated it this morning. It'll have an update for you when you boot up in the afternoon. All right, converter. Let's throw these in, yeah? Preston, I have not seen Goat yet. There's just too much else going on. And hello to Hawkfires. And hello to Nathan Duajo. And folks seem to have positive views on Smolder in the chat. That's good to hear. Non-compete clause. Yes, Eggman, it is. That one was a poor showing. Joe Scorcher even just recently released a review of it. Convert to editing customs. Other. Open here. Actually, let's not just do that. Way too weird. Converted files. Smolder. Okay. Open it up. But we're not going to convert all just yet. We have to add a few more things. Now then. Season 9. Slightly reduced appearance, but still a vital character. All right, so uprooted. Wait. Uprooted? Maybe I'm forgetting. All right. Background in season Point of No Return. No, yes. She's all yak, obviously. Going to Seed. Scene in episode 11. Student Council, okay. And background in The Last Crusade. Background, let's go say 13, 14, nope. 15, yes. Oh, well, she's a cheerleader. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to clarify more. A horseshoe in. There we go. Yep. Breezy's didn't get much time, Michael Bullington points out. Yeah, they basically didn't make it past their introduction. Yeah, there's a lot of non-ponies who just had... Well, like, some had really big impact. Buffalo, I don't think they really made a huge impact beyond their introductory episode. Then, you're right, the Breezes didn't get much screen time, but then somehow they, of all beings, made it a reappearance in G5. In Make Your Mark. Although they were far more mystical. Bit odd, that. Oh, and I'm going to throw Teacher of the Month special in there. I'm pretty sure Smolder's a part of that. And I think she might have been in the other specials. Alrighty. Let us go forth and convert. No, okay, I guess I double-clicked or something. All right, that's strange. Let's get some music going, because that was just weird. There we are. Much better. All right, let's see what folks are saying here. Breeze is staying much time. Watched Joe Square. It was pretty great, says Rugrats Forever. Excellent. Capper Species. Well, like, man, Capper Species didn't really get much of anything, did they? I mean, they were more active in the comics. So, boy, I'd have to do sort of an audit of appearances. Now then, while we're waiting for all those files to convert, I can show you some of the progress I've made since last week. I've been working on... I updated a design of Luna. Now that I look at it here, I'd like to alter this just slightly. Move it over a smidge. There, that looks nice. But not perfect. The threat of perfectionism is upon me. Here we go. Much better. And I guess we'll expand the artboard. So now, having done that for Luna, I wanted to give Celestia a different view. But, funny enough, I was helping a friend of mine take her cat to the vet today, and I had some work while in the waiting room. So, pardon me for just one moment as I go get my laptop where I made all the changes, and we'll open up that file. You're right, Adam Leesman. The Kieran did leave an impact on the fandom. Oh boy, did they. I mean, all it was one episode and everybody wanted Kieran. Nobody wanted to be a Breezy. I think everybody was thought the whole frail, knocked over by the wind flyers did not go for that. No one wants to envision that vulnerability. The Coco King, I have heard about Gen 6, but there's only so much I know right now. I'm withholding more commentary until, one, I can have some time to process, which, with all the preparation for travel I'm doing right now, oh boy, that ain't happening. And also, it'd be great if we get like a clip or something from the actual show. I've seen them recording the new voice actresses, but don't know much beyond that. So, MLP-6 is cool, says Neptunia Card Gamer. Good to have you here. And, of course, the classics. Trinary quote and Soundwave. Kieran's superior, Breezy's inferior. All right, right with you in just a sec. Alrighty. Sorry for the wait. Just need to transfer this by airdrop on over. Share this on over. Airdrop to myself. Bingo. So, I was working on this when interrupted. Let's show some of the changes. Copy this. Have a little Celestia comparison. I suppose this could be one of those, oh, see if you can spot all the differences, but nuts to that. I'll flat out tell you. Added a little bit of hatching to the wavy mane. I'm considering doing away with these highlights. They're not quite what I have in mind. Need to finish up some highlights on some cross-hatching there. And Celestia's Geo, or whatever gem is in her necklace, let's call it. I used a vector of a more prismatic gem to create this image. Felt it was just a bit more interesting than the flat vectors. Whew. I struggle with this. Luna, I gave this little smile because I thought it looked nice, but the white of Celestia's teeth is a little harder to contrast against her mane, so I went with very faint lips, horse lips. It's a bit odd. Let me know your thoughts on les horse lips. So, things I like, things I don't like about what I've changed. Let's see what I could... Oh. Treachery. Alrighty, so this is how I do lay hatching. Cross hatching, not egg hatching. That would be, well, I'd be a farmer then, wouldn't I? Here we go. So the goal here, select all the little indicators. Object, blend, make. Didn't make that many. Blend. Options. Let's up the steps a little. Yeah, maybe just 2 each. Okay. So you see, in between each of the shapes, there's now 2 steps that are essentially completing the process, going progressively smaller as we go along. So if I go to Object Expand, oh, that's under Edit. Expand Appearance. Cancel. Did something weird with a few of them. We can fix that. Let's expand them again. Turn them into fills. I wonder what was going on with these guys. Very curious. Curiosity indeed. You know, it's funny. The saying curiosity killed the cat, people always leave the last part out. But satisfaction brought it back. So I don't know. I guess it's saying be ready for the consequences of curiosity, but maybe don't avoid it. Who knows? Old sayings have a way of getting twisted over time. Once upon a time, the OK symbol was an endorsement. Now suddenly, a bunch of jerks turn it into a racial slur. I don't get it. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh dear, Eggman, you like curiosity killed the bat, but what about Rouge? You don't want to kill that bat, do you? Now you may wonder, well, what are you going to do with these? All depends on... Yep, okay. So, gonna cut. Gonna paste these in here, change the color. Gonna paste these in here, change the color. And paste these in here. You get the idea. Trying to give the perception of depth with Celestia's mane. Exactly, Blue Griffin. The customer is always right in matters of taste. Hello, Flitter Chris. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm doing well. I sent you Huggles back, Chrissy. I am doing well, but I can't say I'm having time to relax. Preparing for both a convention and wedding is proving to be a, I'm not gonna say high stress, but I'm definitely aware suddenly of all that's going on. And trying to meet folks and help out where I can. So, but I'm doing well. Although I tell you, by the end of August, which for me will probably approach quite hastily as I'm running head first through everything. Yeah, it's going to be a wild time. Wild times. Here we go. Once again, object, blend. Blend, there you are. Not bad, a little closer. Specified steps. Boop, boop, boop. Let's do a lot, just because it looks nice. Okay, now, if I expand these, will I have the same strangeness? I will. So curious. Now, trying to research that curiosity killed Jason Todd, I was pretty sure that was the Joker. And, well, he's his own kind of curiosity, I suppose. You know, everyone makes a big hullabaloo on YouTube about Batman's no-kill rule. My question is, why has no one issued the death sentence to the Joker, all right? Why is everyone looking for Batman to take on that burden when there is a system of law in place that could do the same? Like, don't look for Batman to be judge, jury, and executioner. Look to the law, which is supposed to be for the people. There we go. Looking good. Man, on the conversion, we're only at 4 of 30, which sounds like a really bad Borg designation. Yes, and I've got too many programs running right now. You are? Quit. Hello, the Rebellious Legend. Glad to have you here. The Coco King, the audience killing Jason Todd. Yes, for those who aren't familiar with the comic law or history, meant to say comic lore, Jason Todd, who took over as Robin after Nightwing grew, after Dick grew into Nightwing, he was a very different character, and audiences weren't taking too kindly to him. So DC held a contest to vote whether or not Jason would survive an attack by the Joker. The thing is that this was before the internet, and so the only way to make your will known was to call a phone number. So there's something of a conspiracy theory that one person just set up a computer to call that number to off Jason repeatedly, and thus shun the vote. I guess at the time, the technology to block multiple submissions from the same phone number didn't exist. So eventually, though it took a good chunk of time, Jason did come back because it's comic books, and well, I'm not always a fan of how trivial they treat death. It's kind of the point where you're like, okay, I'll see you in maybe a year or 3. Or they're so obscure a character, you're like, yeah, I have no emotional connection to your passing. Which either way doesn't sound like a great feel. All right, so now to offer some more highlights to Celestia's lovely mane. Oh, what happened? Let's undo that move. I guess the computer's having a little trouble. This is, unfortunately, to get things like shading and softer colors, you gotta do a lot in good old Illustrator. Am I familiar with the movie Mary and Max? Can't say I remember that one, Sheriff Belly Official. And hello, Callum. I appreciate that you're a fan and you took the time to swing by and say hello. So I hope my work continues to entertain. Oh, goodness. You know what? It's less fun to watch me correct the shapes on these. I'll leave that for just a little bit later. Just a little bit. All right. All right. I see what's happening here. Dark treachery, that's what. Now, you see, you may wonder, why is it when I put the shape up here, it was this color green, but if I cut and paste it into here, boop, it's suddenly darker. Well, I will share this little trick. It's something it's something I practiced with the Luna design in this file. Right here. See, all these shades, the shade on her neck, down here, all of this is actually the exact same color as the base, like this standard blue, or, well, purplish blue on her chin. The trick is, as I will demonstrate right here, what I selected is part of a group. If I can find that group in this little drop-down chain of shapes, here we are. And further down we go. Yep. All right, so right here, you have a group. That group is set to multiply. The multiply blending mode makes it so that any color that you use, anything bright, especially white, is made invisible, and only the darker parts pass through. So what you have here is essentially you're darkening the shades with just the same color. Now, conversely, if you switch it to, where's my blend? If you switch it to screen, it's like multiply, except now the darker parts are keyed out and only the brighter parts remain. Hence, you brighten up the overall look. It can be very helpful. There we go. Okay. Object expand. Expand again to turn it all into fills. Now, because of the various colors involved, I have to go with different groups for each color. It's just the way of it, you know? You're supposed to be a different color. Or rather, the shape underneath you is. Sometimes you just gotta cut through everything. There you are. So see, all this is the pink mane for Celestia. But I, in my infinite inefficiency, have added a whole lot more. But goodness gracious, I'm having a hard time selecting this thing. There we go. No. Darn thing keeps making me select the things I don't want. This is mutiny, Mr. Computer. Or as Scotty would say, computer. Computer? Oh, hello, computer. Ah, a keyboard. How quaint. There we go. That gives Celestia a little volume. What would a good Borg designation be? 1 of 100. Oddly individualistic for the Borg. Will next be a normal weekender, Pup wonders? Probably not, because I fly out on a friend's birthday, which I wish it weren't so, but hey, it's just what's got to happen. So there is a art exhibit at a church cathedral called, of all things, Celestia. I intend to take her to that as a celebration of her birthday. It is some kind of fully realized 3D mapped projection that explores the history of the architecture. Now, we face a challenge, and I don't just mean that we're only at 6 to 30 of the Wondershare conversion. Good gravy. We'll get to Smolder at some point, I swear. Well, we only finished 6. Ay. Well, give it more time, we'll have the whole shebang-a-bang. Now then, I wish to try a little something. Rather than try to do highlights in all the various colors, as I did with the shade, let's see what I can do with just yellow. Because yellow is very much the sun, and Celestia is the sun princess. I swear I didn't start working on this because of the Celestia exhibit idea. It's just one of those fun little serendipitous coinky-dinks. And that's a fun word, serendipitous. Also coinky-dink. This one's going to be a bit of a stretch, but hang with me here. All right, so there's you, and there's you, and we, once again, our old friend, blend, make it, break it. No, can't do it that way. It requires more, I say, more. More. Let's just do a quick save because I'm not confident the computer's going to get through all this. Teachly, my favorite princess is Princess Luna. Buongiorno, Principessa Luna, even though it would be more of a good evening. Also, hello, Sweetie Bloom. It's good to see you. Don't be stressing now over when I have to travel. That, for whatever reason, I firmly believe that the universe does operate on some manner of a calendar, which is why all events tend to congeal around certain events. Here's what's going to happen. The Monday I leave for the wedding is my friend's birthday. The weekend of the wedding is my parents' 50th anniversary, but they're trying to downsize and they don't really do the whole huge celebration. The weekend of Everfree Northwest is my brother's birthday. Now, I'm going to call in and celebrate with them and make all manner of celebration. Have no doubt. But I also just wonder, why is it all happening in so tight a corridor of time? It is just one of those weird little life oddities. Speaking of this ain't working at all the way I'd hoped. Rather odd. Rather. But I have an idea. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. This works in a sort of hierarchy. So The blend, I have to change the order of objects as they are stacked upon one another. So, I've got plans to celebrate my family, not from afar, as I'll be definitely hailing and celebrating them when I see them upon my return, but ways to participate even if I can't be there in person. You feel me? Draw Celestia as a nun for the birthday. You know, I was reflecting on this. How do I put this? My family really supports my creative efforts, but it's harder to understand. It's like, you know, we really support you. We love that you're doing this, but we also don't get it. So drawing Celestia as a nun would have exactly zero impact on them. They wouldn't really get anything about it. That's not a dismissal or not a bad idea. I just know my audience. Now, sometimes I can change the direction of this with like a pen tool. Let's see if that's possible here. Nope, no luck on that score. How can we do this? Because right now it just doesn't, it needs to have a more natural swish. Swishy swoosh. Hello, Swordbreaker12 and Stormdragon 356. Very good, Coco King. I am a certified lunatic. I'm actually disappointed in myself. I didn't think of that line sooner. Well done. No, Sweetie Bloom, it is not, nothing is your fault. You have done no wrong. I'll hear nothing of the sort. See, part of the fun of my upcoming trips is that my bud Anthony C. will be joining us coming all the way from Australia. And so, in recognition of his journey and celebration, I will head out early to receive him. And then we shall head to the wedding together, where we will meet up with Sweetie Bloom. And Sweetie will probably try to blame herself on this, but she has a day job helping animals. And I love animals, especially dogs. So I do not see any problem with this setup. Just so we's clear on that. You are doing wonderful things, Sweetie, and I shall hear no disparaging otherwise. Yes, quite. All right, object. Let's try this blend one more time. Blend. Options. What kind of flowers would Luna like? Eggman asks. A fair question. I don't know if there are any flowers that specifically bloom at night or are associated with the moon. I'm confident they would be her go-to. All right, this one's kind of like it. Let's test a little something. If I were to create if I were to duplicate this in the blend, ooh. A little further. Interesting. Well. Hello, Lightning Aiden. Good to have you here. Well, Coco King, Luna did use lavender, but it was to help others sleep. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a favorite flower. It's a utility, to be sure. A good utility. Okay. Let's do some further experimentation with this, because I think this is looking better. Object, expand, appearance. Ooh. Did something very freaky there, but I kind of like it. I mean, Bob Ross would describe happy accidents. That's what I'm going to try to make this. No, that won't work quite so well. Let's say if we switch this entire group to lighten. No? Let's also reduce the opacity. Uncertain. Trinary, back to spoiling me. Huh. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think I'll keep it for the moment. Always possible to change it up later. Callum, I'm glad I could be an inspiration for being a YouTuber. And I can't really do role play with the chat, but you have a YouTube channel named CW Productions. Well, I'll do my best to scope it out later. But first, I must continue. We will try this blend idea again. This time in phases. How are we doing on conversion? 8 out of 30. Oh, yeah. Well, we're not quite at the top of the hour yet. When we get to the top of the hour, I will switch gears regardless. Work with what we have. Strange how this profile for the strokes always has blunt points when it looks like it should be like sharp. All right, so we'll go like this to the top of the crest of the mane. And then down the ranks we go to here. Bottom out. Ooh, and definitely make just one point. Until we make it up here, where again, this curve goes upwards. To the maximum. And finally, aquí. Okay. Now, once again, the question arises, what will happen when I go object blend? Or, yeah, expand. I already made the blend. You're being a big old silly Billy, Silver. So same principles, lighten 50%. Interesting. Very interesting. Sheriff Belly wonders what glitter I should wear. Oh, here's a question for y'all before I try to dissect that. Do you think I should wear my my gold sequin jacket to the wedding? Or at least to the reception party? You know, be all respectful of the wedding, but once it's time to celebrate, bring out the true glittering gold. While I wait for people's feedback, how's Bliss doing? Your favorite character is Twilight Sparkle, and you enjoy seeing Twink assault me. Well, that's to be expected. It is quite humorous, or at least I try to make it so. Twilight Sparkle is your favorite character. Excellent choice. And Bliss is doing well, but she's still working through a lot. 2025 featured a lot of heartbreak. And so we're rooting for and supporting her as best we're able. But forgive my vagueness, but I worry if I say too much, I am breaching trust. Now, the question of what my next sequin color should be. You know, rarely do I actually get to choose. It's more if I see it, if it makes itself known and I act upon it. In a weird way, it calls to me. Yes, they call in me. I have another gold and black with a more of a decorative pattern, but I'm curious if I can get it modified. The arms are pretty tight around the shoulders. So I'm going to actually take it to see if it can get modified by a tailor. But with all the sequins, I'm not very confident. Oh, Sweet Bloom, I bet you could pull off a sequin dress or jacket just fine. Storm Dragon wonders what I think of G6. Is it fly like a G6? Well, in a weird way, I want to draw some parallels to Transformers, which has had many, many more iterations than My Little Pony. But you note that over time, you begin to recognize what I would call pillars of each character. Things that say, yeah, this is that character. You can change elements of their origin, their personality, their interactions. But at the end of the day, if they don't live up to at least these pillars, then it's not the true character. Here we go. Once again, object blend. This is Silver doing the same blessed thing. So I'm holding off on further study until we can get to see these reimaginings of Twilight, Pinkie, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash. I do, like many, I wonder, well, what about Applejack and Rarity? And Spike. But give it time. We only have a few shots of the artwork to go on. There may be more to behold. But to the folks who are instantly saying it'll be bad, here's the thing. A part of me recognizes that G1 of Transformers, what I watched growing up as a kid, isn't anywhere near as strong art-wise or writing-wise as some of the high points in the franchise's entries. But it was the first of the Transformers for me. It was my introduction. Nothing is ever going to take away that celebratory spirit. By that same measure, given how much people enjoy G4 of My Little Pony, nothing may ever measure up in your heart to that. That's not necessarily a failure of the story you're watching. It's just that we'll always love G4. And so therefore, give it a chance. Don't worry if it doesn't have to reinvent the wheel. Is it just fun? And as someone pointed out, you may never get the bottled lightning that was G4 again, which is fair. I'm less thrilled of a bi-weekly release for 9-minute episodes. I miss the rhythm, the dance the fandom did around a new episode. You had a phase of anticipation, usually Wednesday, Thursday, with a preview. Excitement as we headed into Saturday morning through Friday evening. And then over the weekend and Monday and Tuesday, you got to see fandom creations and reactions to that. And then it started up again. Once we got into international releases and batch views of episodes and leaks galore, and we lost that. And I missed that wonderful rhythm. So I don't know if a YouTube premiere is going to accomplish the same. Technically, it'll all go live at the exact same time. But I don't know if it will have the same impact or interest for our fellow fans. Nope, that didn't work. I was hoping I could just lighten it up to 50%. But you know what? Let's change it up just a little. Let's make this 40%. Cancel. Let's make you 35%. Still, I like how this is shaping up. Celestia's mane is looking luminous, voluminous. Make it a L'Oreal ad. It is top of the hour. Huh. The time, she flies so rapidly. All right, but I'm hoping Celestia's looking nice. I'm hoping this might make a good charm that people would enjoy. Here we go. Let's make this our main design. One thing I forgot to actually put the highlights in Celestia's mane. Right now, they're just free floating. There we go. I just wonder if I can do something. One more thing, then we're going to swap and use the 12 converted files we have thus far. I don't like how sharp this is. This is supposed to be a wave, so I'm wondering if I put a few pins. There we go. It ain't perfect, but it's close. It's at least affording me a little bit of control. Ugh. What happened here? There we go. And And... no wonder. There we go. Oh, and I'm even forgetting. I've had 2 elements of Celestia's main hidden. Oh, that's not it. That stays hidden. I believe. Nope. Man. Looks like I hit a lot of stuff. There's supposed to be a yellow overlay to the base of her main, like in the show. There we are. And some starlights or sun specks. Yeah, I think she's just about ready. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Hey, EG. Good to see ya. Things are going all well on my end. But just trying to juggle a lot of projects and life and all that crazy goodness. Alrighty. Excellent. Now, it's time to change gears. Preston, you got to head out for the night? Well, have a good one and take it easy. Eggman notes that wish that G5 had not been a continuation of Friendship is Magic, but rather be its own thing. And yeah, that's understandable. I don't know. I don't know what would have worked. I don't know if it was asking too much of people to accept an entirely new cast. I don't know if making it its own thing would have increased. I mean, sadly, the resistance to... and Silk. The resistance to the new is unfortunately always a factor in life. But I digress. G5 had a lot working against it even before the movie aired. And that's unfortunate, because I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I won't say it was as good as G4, but again, it had things working against it. All right, so everything except... and our currently updating files. That's strange. Why is this one so small? Marks for effort. Oh well. Let's run with these for the time being. Oh dear. Looks like the audio converted funny. Oh well, I'll fix that. Oh, EG, playing it safe actually can get you, well, how can I put it? Again, calling on Transformers here. Recall when if you do recall, Transformers Animated ended its show because Transformers Prime was coming in. And they brought over all the characters from Animated except Prowl, who was replaced by RC. But RC still transformed into a motorcycle, as Prowl did. I believe that was a very intentional choice to, well, test the water and see if they could get folks to enjoy. Let's modify these audio channels. I had this trouble once before. format is supposed to be stereo. And I believe we want it all to be center.
And you're sure you want us to be teachers?
Ah, there's the great question.
It's not just.
So, our first introduction to Smolder, just in terms of visuals. And can we pause for just a moment to appreciate how much detail is in this one shot? Backgrounds in MLP were much simpler in the first 3 seasons. They really leaned into architecture and artistic expression in the later seasons.
It's not just ponies. It's not just ponies.
There we are. Excellent. Now, black video. Okay. And I want this to be... Oh, wait, I want the duration to be 5 seconds. I don't need that much. 1 second with 10 frame, rather. Fade in, fade out.
It's not just ponies.
So that's how we're first introduced to Smolder visually. Come on. Hey, load up for me. I know you can do it. Oh, I was clicking on the wrong thing. Rename. Yada yada. Yada 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 yada. Ooh.
Destroy the place.
The dragons are better than this. Why am I here?
Because, as Dragon Lord, I'm ordering you to be here.
Oh, that's going to be right away. I'm thinking aloud as I go through this. Dragon culture, of which Smolder is a strong demonstration, oddly egalitarian in that it doesn't say, oh, a girl can't do this or a guy can't be a part of this. But at the same time, it's also very toxic in that it says this activity, no matter what, is unbecoming of a dragon. So here's Smolder first showing some pretty heavy resistance as a part of that culture.
Hey, Spike! Come meet Smolder.
Great to see you, Ember. Which one is Smolder?
Oh, Silas, what did we talk about? I told you, stay in your own form. It's the thing to do. Sorry, she's right.
Like that? No way!
Yada yada. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. All right, so singing.
What boring is? Am I bored? Please, these ponies are the heroes of Equestria?
A little doubt. Never hurts to address some doubt. Smolder holding Holder's boulder. Yeah, gee, that would be a very difficult tongue twister. Well, Blue Griffin and Trinary have the right of it, but Ember is just saying because I said so. That's a little bit of the tyrant archetype shining through. Doing this because I said so. But what parental figure hasn't sometimes defaulted to because I said so? Can forgive a little bit of leaning on authority.
Listen, these ponies saved all of us from the Storm King. How? By boring him into surrender?
Our teachers are a little different. Is there anything in here, or is it?
Oh, wait. Huh. This is an interesting... That's interesting. I think it's the same image, just spun. Even though it looks like a lot of motion. Yeah, it's just the same image. Spun really well. Nice.
Is there anything in Yakistan that isn't the best? Yes! Wait. No! Yak's best. No claws, no wings, no fire. What is it exactly you're proud of?
Oh. That's a hard one. Well, yes, Immortal Martyr. It is a good money-saving measure, but I'm also just impressed. It looked real smooth. I didn't detect any, how can I put it? It didn't feel like they were skimping on animation. They did just enough detail to make it really work if you spin it fast enough.
Oh, cool it. No need to harsh Yona's love for her heritage, okay?
Aw, are we not friendly up, you pony?
Or nice? Maybe dragons and griffins are just too tough for friendship.
The great irony is that they're becoming friends with just through that action. All right, but I'm not gonna put in every scene with Smolder, but
Yeah, tough, just not nasty.
And you call it nasty klutz.
yada 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 ba-ba-da.
Relax, this is just a quick mental health break.
Oh, that sounds like it. We're in.
I guess I'll tag along too. Sure you don't get into trouble.
I take back everything I said,
But I will take this.
I take back everything I said about you. That was cool. Thanks. Wait, what did you say about me?
Fair question. Funny how those two will become sort of the de facto duo.
You're sure sticking to the book is gonna work?
Yada yada ba-da-ba.
What are dragons? All that. What are dragons good at? Competition. Who's up for a race? We encourage acts of generosity.
And to always be honest in any situation.
Honesty is imperative. Princess, are we going?
All right, here are the rulers. Dang. Oh, I forgot how.
The school is under attack! How dare you! This act of aggression against ponies.
Okay, blah blah blah. Chancellor tries to start a war. Thanks, dude. Since they complement each other so well. And yes, and as Triner points out, there was powerful shipping between the two. All right.
Even I'm impressed. What's it called again, Ocellus? The castle?
Ah, this place is way cooler than I thought it'd be.
Even I'm impressed. What's it called again, Ocellus? The castle of the two sisters.
So Smolder is effectively eating history right now. I'm guessing no dragon ever declared let them eat cake. Although from what I hear, that historical quote is actually false as well.
So it's actually good for something.
No, not weird. But you're a new friend. Smolder like breathing.
Thanks for the assist, Alice. I'm saving cupcakes.
Pillows are nice. Castles are so much more comfy and fun. Pillow fight! Much more comfy and fun. Pillow fight!
Now contrast that with the Smolder of just the last episode. She changed her tune very fast, but she's not stopping being a dragon. She's just abandoning this binary line of thinking that you're either a dragon or unworthy of being a dragon. Oh, there's another Blue Griffin rightly points out, for some folks, defaulting because of Sandbar and Yona and Gallus and Silverstream, shipping Smolder and Ocellus almost feels like an afterthought or a byproduct, and would rather ship Smolder with, say, Spike or maybe someone else.
Come on, Parker. Gee, thanks. But yeah, I could meet you all. You're not nearly as strange as the stories say. Gee, thanks. But yeah, hanging out with other creatures is actually not bad. You're not nearly as strange as the stories say. Gee, thanks.
Let's put that in with the pillow fight, just to show that maybe I'll be splicing these all together. Like, Smolder gradually learns there's a life outside of dragondom.
Yeah, hanging out with other creatures is actually not bad.
Most other creatures. What is that thing?
Am I the only one who didn't sleep?
Welcome back, Enderpup.
It's a pup wedgie. Maybe I can be friends with it.
And Adam Leisman adds a third excellent point. Everyone has the right to ship however they so please. Though I'll draw the line at incest or underage. That gets troubling. That's at least my boundary. Well, sweetie, Sandbar and Yona being canon, most certainly. And it's a, what would you call it, a high school romance that actually carried forward. But I do think as Gallus and Silverstream got older, I hoped they considered a relationship.
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not pillows, apples, or cupcakes.
What in class have been about how to make friends with them?
Guys, they're getting really close.
No, they're not scared. You have friends.
Is that Professor Egghead?
Yeah.
I love how Rarity just undoes them with fashion. But by the end of the series, she's using diamond-themed shields.
Don't hurt them. Just ask them to leave nicely.
Was that nicely enough?
Is every creature even by dragons? David! Yeah, we all just lived it. But you're right. You're right. That was pretty amazing. Even by dragon standards.
Okay, that goes in with the begrudging admittance of respect for other species. But let's move forward, shall we? Oh, I do love this.
Yeah, much fun here. Class, your nations will go to war if you come back with us. Bonus! Class, all your nations won't go to war if you come back with us. Bonus!
Wait, what's happening?
Yep, go ahead and make everybody wonder what the hey. All right, we move forward. Granny's gone wild. Like, Smolder's just in the background on this. Do we really need her for that? Going through to collect still images might work, but horseplay, also not really. Actually, I kind of wonder, wait, where's Sandbar looking at Smolder? It's like, wait, do I really look like that? Just wondering. Non-compete clause, okay. This one has a great scene that I think encouraged the shipping between Smolder and Ocellus. Storm Dragon, you gotta go? Well, we'll catch you again. But take it easy. Here we go.
What's the point of this exactly?
Getting out of the classroom, duh.
Yeah, that's field tripping. Yeah. That's what we're doing? Oh, what?
Pretty sure the head man has something else in mind.
All right, class, today we're working together, so we're building a strong friendship. Hey, y'all, ready out there? Because we're going to make apple pie. This is going to be the best friendship ever.
This is not a fun time for these two.
The promise of
Teamwork. There's a package. And this here, we're going to use the build. Not the first together, we're going to switch. So what? Seriously? That's what we friendship? Not everybody knows that Rainbow Dash. Just teacher of the month kind of bonus. Whatever. Let's do this dance we want to buy.
That's it. Measure twice and cut once. Taste makes waste. Slow and
Emphasis on the slow. Okay, you can't go that much like that. Oh yeah, I just did.
whoa. No way.
Whoa.
Good lord, what? Okay. This apple would say someone needs to put that out of its misery. Yes, Eggman, I've seen part of Josh's review. I haven't yet seen the whole shebang. Oh wait, what did Smolder say at the end there?
Call out.
It's fast, don't mean it's good.
Oh, sorry, can't hear you. Too busy practicing my teacher of the month pose. Yeah. Hoo-ah.
Don't count your pictures before they're snapped, Rainbow Dash.
Oh, come on. These students are totally gonna vote for a teacher who gets things done.
No, they're gonna vote for a teacher who gets things done right.
Yeah, this isn't awkward at all.
Yeah, my biggest critique of how they utilize the Student Six, the main six never got to be really effective teachers. It always felt like the students were learning in spite of their teachers, not because of. I mean, having the main six get to be actual mentors would have been great.
Is that nothing?
First I've heard of it.
We need to get to the
Is that even a thing?
First I've heard of it.
We need to get to the finish line before this alarm goes off. That means you gotta move fast.
Here we go. Such a small but important scene. Traditional dragon culture would say, hey, don't baby them. If they're too scared, then they deserve to get hit. But Smolder's already discovering a different way.
Any questions? You don't have questions? No time for it. Get them out.
You really think winning some canoeing record is gonna get you that teacher of the month trophy?
I'm pretty sure every creature's gonna like it a lot better than pounding nails and cutting wood.
You never know. There could be a certain enjoyment in physical labor. Pokemon Fire EVS, explain to them Apple Dash. Know that people hate this episode. They seem all better to each other everywhere else, and all they do is fight. Oh, wait, sorry. You say you've never seen them act better to each other than this episode. Essentially, they've always been antagonistic. Well, there is a line of shipping in anime that I'm not really a big fan of, that if a girl beats the ever-loving daylights out of a guy, it means she likes him. It's the tsundere argument. I'm not a big fan of that. I could accept that Applejack and Rainbow Dash see each other as great rivals. Romance, I'm not as sure. It felt just so arbitrary there at the end. Of course, I was more a fan of Applejack and Rarity, so, you know, I'm biased. Wow, you're supposed to have a rhythm.
Stroke, lower, focus on the technique, go.
Woohoo! You're really going now! So, let me get the part I mean, when every creature starts with tugging. Go! Tweedle go! Left! Right! Aye, aye, Captains! Wait, left! Left!
Guys.
Ah, man, I'm honestly wondering if there's any part of this that is worth pursuing. This was a pretty weak episode.
Yeah, it's been like this all day.
I wouldn't say all day, just 90%.
Yeah, go fast way! But we're not.
Now we get a little Scooby-Doo. Honestly, it's not as funny without something chasing them. It's that element of peril that adds to it. Let's see. Callum, 4 more characters you really enjoy. Sunset Shimmer, Cloud Chaser, Flitter, and Starlight Glimglam. Well, Taylor would be Taylor Boy McCarter would be very proud of you. But yeah, those are good characters. Although I'm having a blank on Flitter. I mean, I know Flitter Kriz, and I celebrate her, but she's not in the show. She's in real life.
You've gone missing several 5 times.
Only because some ponies will make their minds on which way to go.
Do you want to keep going this
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Because this just feels like being lost. Ugh. We can still get back to school before dark if we cross that ravine and stop doubling back.
We do it.
Decisiveness.
Kinda.
All right, nothing much there. Now let's call that episode a wash, because boy howdy, God, it was. Ah, okay. Flitter and Cloud Chase were the Pegasite twins from especially. Oh, dang it! Now I'm trying to remember the name of the episode. Fluttershy overcoming her fears. Hurricane Fluttershy. Really trying to. According to IMDb, with some 24,000 votes, this is the Non-Compete Clause was the bottom episode in the ranking, the weakest. Uh-oh. Now Sweetie's getting in on spoiling me.
What? Could you please stop shouting? We're trying to do our homework, and it's kind of distracting. Was I shouting?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There we go. This is a little bit better.
Everything.
Don't knock before you come barge in on someone in the midst of puberty.
If you're trying to hide, you need to do a better job. All I had to do was follow the smoke.
Leave me alone. What? Leave me alone.
I can't
Was that sleeves made of foam?
So, you know, Rarity might have objections to that.
I said, leave me alone. Who?
Wow! I have seen some pretty bad molts in my time, but yours takes the cake.
Molts?
The molt, super painful stone scales, fire burps, uncontrollable volume shifts. It's all part of growing up dragon. Congrats!
Now, there's... Yeah, I guess it'd be fun to talk about her interactions with Spike. She treats him as a regular dragon, acceptance, but has to understand, well, he's not like other dragons. Good point, Sweetie Bloom. Kids supporting each other through puberty is cute, or makes you root for them. You don't see that between biological sexes usually. Now, Brig 7, we're like, so my least favorite episode. That's a hard one. I've often said that A Candlelight Wedding Part 1 is my least favorite. Because all the stuff that Candlelight Wedding is known and celebrated for is in Part 2. But Part 1 essentially just shows Twilight's friends bailing on her for the new, more popular character, who isn't even really Cadence. But I haven't reevaluated that since we've had a whole slew of other episodes since. So I may need to reevaluate. I will say I can certainly see why people say non-compete clause is one of the worst. Could there be worse, though? You know, I will say Mysterious Ne'er-do-Well still frustrates me on so many fronts.
Oh, sorry.
No. The last time I grew up, I turned into a giant green monster.
Greed-induced bigness. That's totally different.
Gib.
The molt is completely normal. Every dragon goes through it. Pretty soon you'll leave and strike out on your own.
Why would I do that?
Have you been living with ponies your whole life?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Have you?
See, there's a good clip because, as Triner points out, she's still being supportive. It's just that, well, how can I best put this? Imagine you're talking to another person and they don't know what a handshake is. And, you know, how do you explain that? It's taken as such a given. But, you know, you have to explain it to someone who's never been in the know. It can feel a little awkward.
You've been living with ponies your whole life?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, in the Dragonland, a molter's loved ones kicks them out at the first stone scale.
What? Why?
Why, I think it's biological. We call it the molt effect. I haven't even told you about the smell.
Smell? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I love my brother and all, but one whiff and I was all, see ya!
And God, when we learn who her brother is, like, okay, this season 9 was trying to wrap things up with a lot of antagonists, leading to some rather hasty redemptions. See, Garble is not, in my eyes, redeemed because it wasn't the molt that made him try to kill Phoenix chicks or try to assault ponies. The whole I'm a misunderstood artist only goes so far.
Speaking of which...
Wait! Does the molt effect happen to ponies too? Twilight already asked me to leave the castle today. If she kicks me out, where am I gonna live? I'm too young to grow up.
I'm sure you'll find a nice fort of gems to guard or a village to terrorize. Oh, now that dragons and ponies are friends, I guess that's off the table.
So, no creature's gonna want to be around me?
Oh, I didn't say that. That won't stand to the magnet for predators. Castle worms, hydras, rocks.
Dragons are scared of rocks?
R-O-C-S. Rocks. Humongous birds of prey.
Technically, the pronunciation is Roch.
Can snap the molten dragon like candy.
So, Twilight's kicking me out and the only creatures who find me disgusting want to eat me?
Seriously, I heard none of that.
Twilight's kicking me out and the only creatures who don't find me disgusting want to eat me?
Congrats! Hey, is this the shouting closet? Because I got a free day and I'm totally up for some shouting! Also, where's that Brussels sprouts covered cotton candy smelling food? Because it is real fuzzy.
I think that's it for Smolder this time around. Blah 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 blah. Yep, her role is concluded. Marks for effort. Was this? Oh yeah, this was the introduction of Cozy Glow. Oh, hello, Kineso Dragons. Sorry I didn't say hello sooner. Swordbreaker 12 didn't like 28's pranks later. Is Smolder older or younger than Garble? I believe Pokemon Fire EV, she is the older sibling. Trinary, I don't recognize that quote. I'm too young to die and too old to eat off the kids menu. What a dumb age I am. I don't know. I don't remember hearing that.
Share with another creature. Yoda, you're really strong. All my humans need some new friends.
Okay, see, we needed more scenes of the school like this, where it was working, where they were being fun mentors. Because then you understand why everyone's so hot to join in, or that it's not a waste of effort. You know, there was a YouTube animated series called Mob Squad. It was the monsters from Minecraft. And the witch was once saying, this can't happen. I'm too old to die. I thought that was pretty clever, too. Okay, so... Nope, 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 nope. Nope, no Smolder. Okay, I think we got negatory on that one. Just a quick scene. Now, matter of principles. This one I thought had a very bad message to it. Discord should not have been rewarded for the chaos and fear he sowed. It was a pretty big negatory in my book.
Scavenger hunt. Is that a pony thing? It's a magical scavenger hunt. Each of you will work in pairs to try to find where
Hearing all this is quite curious.
Show me what you got.
Nope. Wait, where's... Oh, no.
Free, the teacher?
Its schedule was free.
Guys, that's not just any tree. It's a dragon's nest tree.
Blah, 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 blah. This is just a very satisfying moment. Give me a chance to look at this. Given how he was behaving, that was very satisfying.
Don't worry, I'm Sebastian will forever. He's fine. That probably made it worse. The cat. We saw one. Magic shield. Before. Ready, set, stop
I hope you know where you're going. To the helm of Yixler. Works for me. In our book, it says Yixler was an honorable Yak warrior. Any enemies that saw him put down their weapons in peace. I think his artifact must be in one of these suits of armor. I'm guessing that one. Yes! 1 down, 5 to go. 5 to go.
Nope. Yeah, this is a good one.
Yes! 1 down, 5 to go.
Yep, there's Starlight just speaking for the audience. Yes, Trinary notes that the YouTube auto captions did something really weird with my review of Reinhardt the Warrior, using that scene talking about Yixler the Warrior. I forget what it said exactly. Okay, so let's... Oh, wait.
I don't think that's part of the scavenger hunt. The school is haunted! Not cool!
Hmm.
The school is haunted! Not cool!
Huh. I mean, that's... Smolder being willing to be afraid. Is that worthy of character study? I know, abandon the tough. I mean, anyone would be, I think, would be freaked out if armor came to life and started attacking you. Morbid question from Enderpup. Do you think a dragon ever ate a crystal pony? I'm betting so, but I also am betting Princess Amore had a very dragon-specific deterrence. Oh, sweetie, she did it again.
Yeah, I doubt.
Whoa!
Every creature, stop! The school is haunted! It's not haunted, it's disformed.
And there's Starlight, look at me!
Discord, the cat keeps us at school.
I rather can and will.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it on that score. Hearthwarming. Oh. All right. Mostly this one I want to focus on the dragons.
But
Why do you wish to get home, Smolder? Like you said, dragons don't really have holidays.
do they? That's so sad. You must do something in the winter for fun.
Well, we do have the Feast of Fire. Every dragon gets together and tells stories. The best one wins a pile of gemstones.
Not for fun.
Well,
Ah, competition. That harkens back to their first discussion.
yak is down. Just two.
But we don't really talk about. Okay, so. But note the celebration is defined by competition.
We do have Feast of Fire. Oh, what story won last year? It was called A Dream Come True. Come on, now you've got to tell it. Fine. Once upon a time, there was a sad little dragon.
Sad little dragon.
Just as she used to.
That's a horrible story.
Maybe to you, but dragons like hearing about weak, kind creatures getting defeated.
Dang. That's cold-blooded. Which may actually be appropriate for dragon.
But dragons like hearing about weak, kind creatures getting defeated.
Surprised Sombra didn't try to get involved with the dragons.
Silver Street! You're up! Let's go!
I think that's it for this episode, and Smolder not compete. Friendship University.
Will possibly offer. It isn't just another friendship school. It's a university.
It says they teach the same lessons of competing schools in half the time. That's twice the learning.
And it's in Las Pegasus? If Professor Rarity lets us skip her sewing class. Road trip!
Yes, we should totally go.
Yep, that's it. Oh boy, this was an idea that could work, but I think it should have happened earlier in the series. Students are just observers in this.
See, good friends always work through their differences, even if it takes a little help.
Yep, not really feeling it. Washouts. Gosh, was Smolder even in the background at the group? Okay, so let's take a gander. All right, way in the back there. Way in the back. Let's go to like 800%. Okay, well, that was unusually convenient. So there's Gallus and Silverstream. Yona and Ocellus. Oh, they're breaking the pattern there. Where's Smolder? Where in the episode is Smolder the dragon? Not seeing her. Or Seabreeze. No, not Seabreeze. Sandbar. Ah, there we go. No Smolder. What treachery.
Who would have guessed extreme chocolate air show cupcakes would take an extremely long time to bake?
Those were impressive, by the way. Yep, no sign. So let's check the crowd.
Sorry for making us late again. Who would have guessed school is super difficult special cupcakes would have been so super difficult to bake?
Oh, wait, looks like all the pony lives here. Except for Rainbow Dash.
Nope, no Smolder. I do not see a... Oh, there I see a Smolder. So, she got caught, lured in, it seems. Tiny Angry Shot was in the Top Pony episode. Yep. So very, very brief. I almost feel let down. how are we doing on Smolder episodes, though? Rockcliffe in a hard place. Okay, there's only one scene I really remember with this. Oh, yeah. I have to change the audio. Modify audio channels. Stereo, center, center, center.
No, it's a big change. I think you're gonna fit in just.
Wow, they actually triggered his PTSD. I realize I'm saying that rather flippantly, and it's a very real thing for people, but I don't know how else to describe that. Alrighty. Let's shake up the music again. Just a little bit more time.
But I had to put out the race in Inferno.
Where?
Did you not see the smoke and flame?
Yeah, that was us. You know... Yeah, that was us.
You know, dragons, having a fire-breathing competition.
Actually, we won't go with Rockhoof. Let's actually go with...
Haunted!
Nope.
Stories.
Let's put this under the dragon competition, because it's a big thing about being a dragon.
You? What?
They do it all the time. That's what we were trying to tell you.
We know you're used to being a hero, Rockcliffe. Only who I need here is a teacher.
Well, hang on. First off, they should have been doing that indoors. Oh, hello, Golden Fox. Good to see you, Golden. And yes, this is a panel we'll be doing at Le Everfree. Right now, I'm just sort of... finally, we get to Smolder's... how can I best put it? We get to see her more delicate side.
Hide underwater from an evil king all those years? Trusting any creature must be so hard for you.
And griffins never want to be around any creature, even other griffins. And dragons are so fierce compared to us. There must be days you can't wait to get away from all us cute ponies. And
So, this is Gaslighting 101. I mean, is Cozy Glow as much of a xenophobic as Naysay was?
and like, yep.
Should get back to studying. I'm supposed to be here.
What are you doing?
Dragon, strange magical cave. What do you think I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Now, here's a question. Since when do dragons just automatically go into strange magical caves? Look at that. Strange magical cave. That, too, is a bit of a tongue twister for me.
Dragon, strange magical cave. What do you think?
I don't think anyone else is down here.
Moving right along.
Things like this just don't happen in the Dragonlands.
Huh? And I told her she was the cutest pony of all.
Okay. Oh, aren't you just the most adorable thing? Go nuts.
No. On so many levels, no. Huh?
Let's see. We'll keep all this.
Come sit by me, let's compliment each other.
Yada, yada, yada. You know, it's funny. Even the Tree of Harmony cast them as bad teachers. You just can't get a break. Oh dear, Enderpup says I haven't said let's see here once this stream. I'm off my game.
Look, I have to get out of
here and find my friends, so just tell me what I have to do to pass this test.
I'm not afraid of anything.
I don't...
Alrighty. Seems noble.
I don't know. It seems like she's afraid to be cute and adorable, doesn't it? Or maybe she's just afraid to admit she likes being cute and adorable. Just this once. May I have some tea, please? Oh, but you can't have tea if you aren't dressed for it. Okay, well, let's keep this between us.
Now, once this darn computer's done converting Uprooted, we can have her dream sequence as well. Any idea when the next stream will be? Swordbreaker 12. That's a tough one. Because if I do take my friend to see Celestia on Friday, then probably another working Wednesday. Wednesdays are going to be busy for me. But I'm grateful we could go through these episodes together. Just a little bit more. I want to get the clip of Yona and Smolder.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
You never saw any of that. Got it.
Maybe the others got out of it for last months?
Yeah, totally. Seems like something they would do.
Any other dragon or griffin would save themselves and get out of this crazy cave.
Guess we aren't just any dragon and griffin anymore.
Guess not. You...
Go that way. I'll check over there. Any...
Might rearrange this clip. Put it next to those two in doing the claw bump. Yes. But come on. Get to the good stuff.
Oh, Phyllis? Go away. We're still in those weird caves beneath the school. We gotta get out of here. Oh, Chrysalis! Where's Phyllis?
Oh. Man, they really love to drag this out.
I can't.
Maybe my past was so horrible. It's still inside and just waiting to come out again. That's ridiculous. That's not who you are anymore. You've changed. Maybe we can't really change that much.
I like you, silly stuff.
I'm sorry, what?
I like cute, silly stuff. But ever since school started, I've realized that sometimes I kind of don't mind cute stuff.
Okay, that goes in. Surprised Smolder never got a pet then.
If a dragon like me can admit she likes tea parties, that's proof we can change. I was gonna invite you to a top secret tea party with me, but if you want to stay down here...
Oh, no, I want to come.
I thought that might work. Here... can change. I was...
You know what? I would love to see a conspiracy investigation in the School of Friendship, only to discover it's Smolder's tea parties. Huh. Audio died. Oh, it's probably YouTube bots being jerks. Well, that seems like an appropriate place to fade out and say that's a wrap for now. Ooh, but yes, the Grand Tea Conspiracy. I like this idea. You have to be a little bit of speakeasy, a little bit of invitations only. Alrighty, so, well, everyone, let's plan on another working Wednesday next week. And then, unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate in that I get to go to a wedding and a convention, but I will not be able to stream those weeks. So, and then I won't be back until I think the end of August. Oh, yeah. But then that'll be a regular Fulfillment Friday. So, until then, I will wish you a fun rest of the week with a fun weekend. And just good times all round. July is coming to a close. August is coming on in. I hope it's fun for everybody. So, until we next meet, be safe and be well.